Now more than ever, celebrating Canadian talent and accomplishments is so important. Can you talk about where we are right now and why it is these awards are so significant to us right now?
I just think that everything's happening perfectly. It's like the perfect storm.
Right.
Canadian content has come such a long way. We've always had so much talent out there, but now we have a lot of it. And we really honed our skill both behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and on screen. And now all of a sudden Canadians have this wonderful resonating voice that they want more and more and more consumption of homegrown. So people are definitely leaning into that. The timing is right.
What will mark this year being different from previous CSAs?
I think discoverability. We're going to have a lot of Canadians that are watching that know a lot of the familiar stuff, but then they're going to go, oh my God, that show's Canadian too, or that person's Canadian? I love that. Or they're going to go out tomorrow and be Googling to find out who that person was or who, and that's part of the fun.
It looks stunning.
Oh,
Thank you. Did you say Lucienne Matisse?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Iconic. Walk us through the moment when you found out you landed this gig to host the CSA's broadcast gala this year.
Well, my team called me and they said that they're asking you if you want to host the Canadian Screen Awards, and I was like, that can't be right. There has to have been a mistake. So I was like, say yes, quickly, before they're like, so then we could sue them if it was an accident. But I've already said yes, and they cannot take it back. So that was the vibe, just excitement and disbelief.
So amazing, congrats. So tell us what unique ingredients you're going to be adding to give this award show the Lisa spin.
I don't know if I can help giving it the Lisa spin. The Lisa spin is slightly nervous, too goofy, too many facial expressions. She needs Botox, that kind of thing.
Oh, stop! You look great. Has it shocked you at all that the positive response your show's gotten? Second season's wide distribution on Crave. What's next?
It would turn your life into a movie. Which Canadian actor?
Season 3, hopefully, that's kind of the only thing I'm thinking about.
Why is it important that this year specifically we are celebrating Canadian talent at the Screen Awards?
It's kind of now breaking into the industry, and it's only a matter of time that our stories go. I feel like we're a little late, to be honest, the party.
Late bloomers, exactly.
We're late bloomers. We're literally late bloomers, but we're here now and we're doing it.
How does it feel at this point? Because we're nearing the end. This is basically the closure of awards season, and you guys had a long campaign, including doing the festival circuit. How does it feel to have reached this point right now?
So excited for tomorrow.
You earned it.
So we're not competitive people, so awards are, I think Werner Herzog said that awards are for horses, not for art.
Yep.
And I really think that that's true.
I mean, we're so excited. We've received so many messages of love and support, and how much people are inspired to make more films and create more Canadian content, or in whatever language or whatever form they want. So that's been amazing to see that and to feel that. I'm very excited to see what will come.
It's a lot of fun.
And it's interesting, we're in this moment where we have to reckon with what Canada means and what cinema can contribute to that. And so I think art has a role to play in that.
Huge fan.
You're so sweet.
No, I really genuinely mean it. So now more than ever, celebrating Canadian voices and talent is crucial. Can you speak to that, what that means to you being here tonight?
I mean, the past few years have been so exciting with the Canadian Screen Awards, seeing how much Indigenous talent gets recognized for their work. And, like Middleburg last year being one of the most nominated Canadian Screen Awards shows of all time. And it just feels like there's so much momentum and we get to keep building and growing.
Congratulations on season 2. I think we all were cheering and clapping when we read the announcement. But it's been a big year. I mean, the show's now available on Netflix pretty much globally. What have been some of the most surprising reactions now that you've reached a different market entirely?
when the show was coming out, and it was like we were number 5 in Spain, and we were
Wild.
number 6 in Poland. I was like,
Yes, girl, get it.
it's just been such, the reception has been so warm, and people have been so excited and so open to learning about the Arctic, and also finding out about like these kind of like niche online communities that really love the Arctic and are really excited about a show like ours coming up. So it's just cool to kind of, I don't know, like it's something that's so normal to us. It's home, right? So it's just kind of like we see the magic, we know the magic, but now the rest of the world gets to see the magic of it, and that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm just excited to have fun again. Season 2 is going to be so wild.
Celebrating Canadian voices and talent is crucial, especially this year. Where do you stand in relation to that?
I mean, it's always important to highlight our Indigenous stories and storytellers, and we're thrilled to be here to do that in the comedy space. Don't Even was so fun to work on, and we're just thrilled to be here at the CSAs.
But tell us a bit about the series for those who might not know about Don't Even.
Sure. Don't Even is a coming-of-age comedy following 2 Indigenous best friends as they're trying to figure out their life after high school. And it's just that, the quintessential growing pains of trying to figure out who you are.
So thrilled to tell a story that I would have loved to have seen when I was the age of the young women that are in the show.
Celebrating Canadian accomplishments and talent means more than anything right now. Where do you stand in relation to this in Canada's Drag Race, delivering that message?
I mean, I'm just so proud of Canada's Drag Race for doing just that, celebrating Canadian talent and putting it out on people's screens and showing that we have world-class entertainers here.
I'm so curious, of all the meals that you had, what was your favorite one?
Oh man, that's so tough. I will say there was a restaurant in Philadelphia. Philadelphia in general as a food city really surprised me. It surprised all of us. But there's a restaurant there called Petra Mala, and he really focuses, I don't want to say farm to table, even though it is, but what he really focuses on is elevating vegetables. Like that's what he does.
Exactly.
There's none of the processed food there. There's none of the mimicky stuff. And it was just incredible. He made this like beautiful charred white cabbage, and then he put all this like cashew crema that he made in house. But also, what was really cool about this restaurant is everything he makes in house is either charred with fire or fermented.
Oh, interesting.
And so that's the kind of thesis of the restaurant. Incredible restaurant.
I'm eager to see what's coming up.
Well, I've got my Egyptian film debut coming out
No way!
in 2 weeks. It's my first film in Egypt. It's an all-Arabic film with some of the biggest stars in Egypt. But the artists there are incredible, and so I can't wait to do that, and I get to act in a whole different language that
That's
I've never
incredible.
acted in before.
Congratulations on your nomination.
Oh, cheers.
Tell us all about Dinner 89, the importance of this feel-good film, seeing it right now.
Look, I mean, this is a movie that, all right, well, I'm biased because I was in it. But I think all Canadians should see the movie. Well, Dinner 89 is it's such a Canadian story, and it's also such a cool thing that Paul Spence and our director Sam McGlynn have done to take a character that is already exists and throw back to the character's childhood in the most demented way that still is it's a beautiful movie. It's a really, really great movie with a great story and a story about a Canadian kid learning about his heritage, and I don't want to give away too much, but he learns that he's Métis. His adoptive parents are hiding it from him and his sister, that they're First Nations, and it's a really pertinent story. And the way that they're able to have delivered the damn thing with so much comedy. The whole time you're laughing, but at the same time it's one of the good ones. There's a great story there that I hope people check out.
How does it feel? Because this is sort of like the tail end of all the awards season and campaigning. What does that feel like right now to have reached this point with the film?
Well, we've already seen that the Canadian Screen Awards is where you have to go in this film industry to find some guts, because Jeremy Strong won.
Yes, congratulations.
Award, in my opinion, he so richly deserves. Of course, so already it's very gratifying. This is also where we shot the movie with a Toronto crew, with an incredible cast of mostly Toronto actors. We had an incredible team of our casting director Stephanie Gorin, our art director, our wardrobe designer, our hair makeup, who also both won yesterday.
Deservedly, yes.
You know, so in so many ways, it's a Toronto perspective, this movie, and so I'm from Toronto. I'm so proud of our team. You know, our movie shows how Donald Trump built up his wealth by finding a crumbling, dilapidated building and slapping his name on it. And he's trying to do that right now with our country. So if we don't want that to succeed, if we want to keep our sovereignty, to me, what our job, especially the people here tonight, as storytellers in Canada, our job is to tell better stories about ourselves, to tell more honest stories, to tell stories about our vulnerabilities and our secret hidden strengths, and to build trust through honesty in our stories.
What's coming up next for you? We were so excited by your work in this film. And I also want to talk about working with Sukyin Lee. She is such a legend. Tell us about that experience, too.
Sukyin is very generous. She's an actress-director.
Yes.
And it's also like a personal project. It's really connected deep in the heart. And so she really took the time and to connect, especially on the emotional things when I needed it.
I think this is why we do this.
And, you know, I was never worried to hit those
go to the heart,
emotional peaks.
What we're all thinking about.
It was more and then she was also there for me with the DJ stuff. You know, that was a bit more out of my realm.
Yes.
But she had my back.
Oh my God, so incredible. Wait, what's next? What's next?
I'm shooting a project in Montreal. I can't say what.
We'll find out soon, I guess. Celebrating Canadian talent right now means so much, more than ever, right?
Yes.
We can agree. Where do you stand in relation to that with Allegiance?
So important. In fact, even before we were talking about all of this, it was really essential for me as the creator because the family and Sabrina, the main hero of the show from the Sohal family, is a family, a Punjabi Sikh family who's been here for generations. And so many communities have been here for generations and have helped build this country. So I feel at a time when we're fighting for our cultural sovereignty to lean into the multiplicities of our identity as Canadians in all the beauty. And it really, I think, speaks to we can do it and succeed commercially and critically in the country and internationally, because that's what we're doing.
Exactly.
And I think many other great Canadian shows are doing it.
What's next for the show?
Oh, season 3 is going to be really exciting. A lot of the same, of high proportion, high stakes, lots of like heart, and of course all the characters we love, like Sabrina Sohal.